that was to everybody tuned in at www.realtalk100radio.com. That announcement was for them. The next announcement is for everybody that's tuned in on our live feeds. I know we probably don't have anybody yet, but welcome, welcome, welcome to a special edition of the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show on Real Talk 100 Radio. We've got a We've got a long. Whoo, excuse me. Let's rewind the tape. We got live bloopers on After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show. We've got a young lady in the building tonight that's an entrepreneur. She's a small business owner, and she's coming to Houston very, very soon with her own business. She'll be coming to Houston probably July 16th, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have her correct me here in a few minutes. But the name of her company is Logan's Dispatching, Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. That's the name of it. I have her on her ticker tape at the bottom of the screen here, you guys. Call in with any questions. This is a special edition of After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa. As you see on the screen, it's 5 p.m., and we'll be talking with her as long as we can about helping others get into the dispatching industry. We'll also be talking briefly about truckers picking up more gigs because she owns her own company. She's a freight dispatcher, y'all, and she wants to talk about it today. This is the show, and we're about to kick it off. One more thing before we kick it off, I've got two more things to share with you. This is all the information right here. She's coming to Houston soon. She's got other shows coming. That is her company name right there, Logan's Legacy Dispatching Training, Houston, Texas. She's coming, y'all. That's all the information for her upcoming show right here. Homewood Suites is going to be the location, and this is all the information she'll be offering during her class. I know y'all are wondering, why can I only see half of Malcolm and I can see half of her hair there? I'm going to get this off the screen in just a minute, y'all. I just want you to see the information that she is disseminating today. She wants everybody to have this information, and this is the last flyer right here. First 5 people. Is this ad still up and available?
It's still up. Currently we are way past the first 5 people special, so the regular price is $300 for now.
Okay, all right. This next segment, I want you to, for in a minute tops, I want you to tell us what this interview is about today. What you want our listening audience to know most about this interview. When I point at you, you go for it. Okay? Let's go for it right about now.
Hello, guys. I'm Ashley J. Carter, the owner of Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about freight dispatching, my upcoming trainings, and especially the one that'll be coming to a city near you, Houston, Texas.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ashley. This is Ashley Carter, all the way from, I believe, South Carolina. Am I mistaken?
No, Mississippi.
Mississippi. I'm sorry. I goof off every time. I'm sorry. This is Ashley Carter, all the way from Mississippi. She's coming to Houston, Texas with a dispatching service. This her own dispatching service. If you read the bottom of the screen, you'll get more information. We're going to get the information about this class, and maybe you can own your own dispatching company. She's not holding the game. She's trying to give you the game. Y'all get ready for July 16th. Ashley Carter will be in Houston, Texas. This is a special edition of After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa on Real Talk 100 Radio. Y'all tune in. Thank you. All right. With no more further ado, y'all, this is Ashley J. Carter, everybody. Ashley Carter is all the way from Mississippi. Y'all, you have any questions tonight, feel free to ask away, and you can call in. Call in at 346-779-5831. That call-in number again to ask any questions tonight is 346-779-5831. Y'all give her a call because she's giving the game tonight on how to become a dispatcher, a freight dispatcher. There's a lot of money involved. As you already know, they deliver all of our food. They deliver all of our toiletries. They deliver anything for Christmas, birthdays. They deliver anything. Those truck drivers do. Salute to all truck drivers today from Real Talk 100 Radio. Let's get to Miss Ashley J. Carter right now. She sent me some questions, y'all. And I hate sticking to a script, but I'm going to do it just for her. Hey, Ashley.
Hey.
I know we spoke off air, but hello again. She's got her banner behind her. There it is, Logan's Legacy Dispatching. How did you get into this business, ma'am?
Okay, so I've always been interested in the trucking industry. Starting off, I wanted to originally drive trucks. However, being a single mom of two, I had to find a different avenue to get into the industry without actually having to leave my babies and go on the road. So I did my research and I found out more about freight dispatching, and I got to rolling with it. Took the classes, and it's been an amazing journey ever since. So
amazing journey so far. I imagine so. It's good staying at home with the babies, ain't it?
It is.
Instead of leaving them, you got to tell them bye every day. Mommy will be back soon. You don't have to do none of that anymore, huh?
Right.
Get to stay at home. How are they liking that?
They love it. My son, he walks around with a headset on like a truck driver now. So and that's where the name Logan comes from. Logan is actually my youngest son's name. So hopefully this is supposed to be to actually come about generational wealth. So I'm hoping that one day he does decide to take over the company and, just take it even further. When he grows up and he has children, pass it on to them and so forth and so forth.
Yes, ma'am. It's good. It's kind of good to contribute to ending generational wealth, isn't it?
It is.
Excuse me, ending generational wealth. It's kind of good that you can end the generational curse, isn't it?
Right. It is. It's been a lot of questions that people ask. Is this something you're gonna pass to your children? And I've always used this saying, I never want my kids to grow up having to say the term I hear a lot now, I got it out the mud. No, I don't want my kids to say that. I want them to grow up saying I got it from the seeds that mom planted for us.
Right.
So that's part of my campaign and why I named it Logan's Legacy Dispatching.
Yes, ma'am. That's a good thing to do. That's a good thing to hear. I can't wait to hear it myself. We own several businesses ourselves, and of course, we're not going to live forever. So I'd love to sign over in my will. This is for you, so my kids can say, "Hey, I got it from my daddy." He's still here. He's still with us. And just to be silly, I have to forewarn you, I'm very silly. I like people. I like people being loose when they get on the show. A lot of people come on the show and they're all tight and tight-lipped. And no. I want you to be loose. I want you to have fun. So get ready for what I'm about to say. You said that you can't wait to. You hate to hear kids say, "I got it out of the mud." You look forward to the day when they say they got it from you. My mom left this. So I got to add that old song. I got it from my mama. I got it from my mama sometime. And that's what your kids will be able to say. I got it I got it from my mama, man. Whether she's here or whether she's passed away, God forbid she pass away anytime soon. But you understand where I'm going with that.
I get where you're going with it totally. And you're right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. For those of you who are just now tuned in on our website at www.realtalk100radio.com, for those of you who are on our live feeds, please share the video. Share the video all over the world. She'll probably correct me in a minute because I don't know if she offers her services overseas or not. We'll get to that in a minute. But I do know that it's nationwide. So you guys share it in all 50 states. Especially to truck drivers. Share this information to truck drivers because they might be able to pick up more freight coming out of Mississippi. All right. That's one thing we can talk about. And the second thing we're going to talk about today is you possibly owning your own freight business. Your own business, y'all. So my partner is on here. She says that's great. I will be when the comments start flowing in. I will be putting their comments up on the screen like this. So y'all feel free to comment. Feel free to like, share, comment. This is all about a small business called Logan and Legacy Dispatching LLC. Did I say that correctly?
Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC.
I murdered another name. Wow.
It's okay.
Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. Y'all, please like, share, and comment. Share. This is Miss Ashley J. Carter. The next question is, we've already talked about how she got into the business. The next question is what exactly is freight dispatching?
Okay, so a lot of people tend to get freight dispatchers and freight brokers mixed up. So I'm going to tell you what a freight dispatcher is in plain terms. Essentially, we manage the road for drivers, and what I mean by that is we book the loads. We communicate with the brokers. We practice great negotiation tactics and things of that such to get our drivers going and to keep them going.
You in other words, you give them resources. You give them plenty of resources. Correct. So that they can keep going. They don't have a dry spot where they can't make any money, basically, right?
Correct.
Awesome. That is a great answer right there, because I'm not a truck driver and I have no idea what the difference is between being a broker and being a dispatcher. So forgive me, but I want you to rewind the tape and say that again. What is the difference between a broker and a dispatcher?
Okay, so as the dispatcher, we essentially manage the road for the drivers. By that, I mean we book the loads, we communicate with the brokers. Most dispatchers also offer back paperwork, which is what I do as well. And essentially, we just make sure that they know where they're going and they get the products there on time in a fashionable manner.
Okay. And a broker?
And so the broker is the person that we communicate with in order to book the loads.
A broker is who you communicate with to book the loads.
Correct.
Communicates who gets loads, correct?
Correct.
I am typing as we go. Forgive me, so that everybody knows what's going on here. Share the video. Lisa, please help me out with that. Anybody else that's tuned in, they're tuning in and out. I think that's the Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes they'll say, I was on there the whole time and you didn't see my comments. So if I don't see your comments, maybe we'll see them after we're off air. But we are with Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. It's all about teaching other people how to make money, how to own your own business is what we're talking about here today. Our third question of the night is, can you tell us about the services your company provides?
Okay. So my company, Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC, we provide freight dispatching training, as well as for our drivers in need of dispatching services. We provide profitable loads, negotiations, and communications with brokers.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So it sounds like you give truck drivers everything they need, huh?
Correct. And we are 24/7 dispatch.
24 hours a day?
Yes.
So if a trucker has a question at 3 a.m. in the morning, somebody's going to answer the phone?
Yes. A lot of people ask me, why are you 24/7 dispatch? I wanted my company to essentially be available to guys that are girls, to drivers that like to drive overnight. A lot of drivers like the overnight riding because they typically say there's less traffic to worry about. So I wanted it to be open to everyone, if that makes sense.
You wanted it to be open to everyone and not just minimize the possibilities. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love your mind, love your business plan there. You're thinking about everybody, including everybody. Because sometimes a lot of trucking companies don't think of everything. They don't. They exclude certain people, and show favoritism to others. And you thought of everybody. the men and the women, because I've seen on Instagram, I've seen a lot of women have fallen in love with trucking this year.
They have, and I am so happy about that. I'm so happy about that.
Somebody can do it instead of you, huh?
Right. For a long time, I think that image was placed that when you say the words truck driver, you're automatically assuming it's a male.
Right.
So now I don't think you can say that when you say truck driver. We automatically don't just think, oh, he's a male. And that's a good thing.
That's a very good thing, because they bring their own style to it. I've been loving it. I love it. I love it. They twerking all on the side of trucks and wearing their shorts and their
They're taking it to a new level. Correct.
Taking it to a new level. I saw a neon pink truck about a month ago, and I was like, that's got to be a woman. It's got to be. And I pulled up alongside her, and sure enough, it was a woman. And I love the style that they're bringing to the trucking industry. That's awesome. I love it. Love it. More opportunities for ladies, more opportunities for women in our communities. We're with Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. She's all the way from Mississippi on this interview, and I am enjoying every minute of it. I hope you are too. Y'all, please share the video I keep saying, I'm used to saying worldwide. Please share the interview nationwide, y'all. She is nationwide. She is delivering loads all over America, and she wants to help truck drivers do the same thing. She also wants to help you open your own business. If you're interested, you're an entrepreneur, and you would like another stream of income, she is coming to Houston July 16th, and she's going to have a dispatching class to teach you the game. She's not holding the game. She's willing to teach you the game. That's what this interview is about. So if you want to share this interview to other entrepreneurs who are looking for other streams of income, please share the video. You want to share this video to truck drivers that you know and love. Share the video. She's all about making life better for truck drivers and making life better for other entrepreneurs. Her name is Ashley J. Carter of Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. Let us get back to the interview. Fourth question is, when is your next freight dispatch training?
Okay. So we have a freight dispatch training coming up in Mississippi. That is Batesville, Mississippi. And that will be July 23rd. I believe you had the flyer up previously. Also, you can find it on our pages as well. And following that, we'll be in your very own Houston, Texas.
Is this the right one right here?
That's Houston. Yes.
Oh, you want this one?
That's Batesville. We'll be in Batesville on July 23rd. That class is from 9 a.m. To approximately 4 p.m. But on the flyer, you'll also see what all is included in that class. And following that class, we'll be in your city, Houston, Texas, July 16th, Houston, Texas, the Homewood Suites Conference Center. And that class, I think it's also from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The contact information is also located on that flyer, and it is posted as well.
There you have it, y'all. Is this the right location right here, Homewood Suites?
Yes.
There you have it, y'all. July 16th. This is all she'll be teaching in her class right here, from business startups to the dispatching process, the equipment that's used, my screen is kind of in it, load board and tutorials, cold calling. Read that for me. My screen is kind of bugging out on me over here. Ashley, what is all that? What are you teaching in your class?
I'm sorry, it cut out some. I couldn't understand.
Oh, it cut out. Okay. Let me get a better picture right quick. A better picture will let us know everything she's giving in the class. All the information is right here on the flyer. And if we can't get it up here on the screen, I will make sure I get it posted to our Real Talk 100 radio pages before the night is over with. But if you drive overnight, that is why she really came up with this dispatching company. She wants to help people that drive overnight. Am I correct?
Yes, that's part of it. Yes.
That's part of it. That's
That's
part
part
of
of
it.
that's the reason for us becoming 24/7 dispatch.
Oh, that's the reason for coming 24/7. Okay.
Correct.
So before was it hard for overnight drivers?
Um, I mean, you have other dispatchers that are also 24/7. You have some that choose to be 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or however they may set up their own companies. For me personally, being a 24/7 dispatch in the beginning, I will say it was rough. It was rough. I was still trying to get my mind set and get prepared for what was ahead. And there were some long nights. However, once I got used to the swing of things, I put myself on a certain schedule to where I would get my guy set up by a certain time. That way I could get sleep by a certain time. And I know that everything is okay by the time I wake up at, let's say, 5 a.m. because I'm up early every morning on load boards. With that being said, sometimes you do get emergency calls. Sometimes things do happen. So, those when that's the time when you'll get those 3 a.m. calls you were talking about earlier. But other than that, you typically get in the routine of things. And once you get yourself in the routine, you kind of figure your way through as far as how you're gonna go about being 24/7 dispatch.
Okay. All right. That is amazing. Amazing. This company is amazing. I'm interested myself, and I'm interested in sitting in on one of the classes ourselves because even though we have 6 businesses already, um, sometimes and I'm sure you're aware of this problem. Sometimes the businesses all are in a lull at the same time. All in a lull at the same time. Something has to be
Correct.
thriving. One,
You're
if the
absolutely
other business is failing, the other one needs to thrive. And when I say failing, I don't mean failing. I just mean it's not making as much as we should be.
it's slow right now. Yeah.
They're slow right now.
Mhm. And then
All
you
of
have go ahead.
go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, then you also have some businesses that have seasons. So it could be the season for one business opportunity, and the next season you can go to the other opportunity that you may have.
Yes, ma'am. Seasonal businesses are very hard to maintain sometimes, and I know for a fact about that one. I used to have a tree cutting service, and
Okay.
people only want to pay for trees. They don't want to. They don't want you knocking on their door talking about cutting that tree down at Christmas time. They don't.
Right.
They don't want that. They get away from my house. This is
Right.
time for the kids. It's time for me to buy stuff for my wife, and but so that's one of the seasonal. That's one of the seasonal businesses right there that I can call on. What's a seasonal business that you can call on that probably suffers right about now? Can you call one?
um, I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Not off the top of your head.
But I do have. I also have another business. I'm into the sweet treats business. And that's my sweet treats business is Lauren's Lemonade and Treats. So around this time, we're doing pretty good. Whereas around Christmas time, business is kind of slow. It's other than when people need treats for certain birthday events or things of that such.
Sweet treats, huh? So if you were in Houston, I'd be a fat truck driver, huh?
Correct.
Well,
Correct.
just let's touch on that right quick. What kind of sweet treats do you prepare?
So we do things like chocolate covered strawberries, gourmet apples, just different sweets. We also customize the treats
Okay,
for different events. So if it's a birthday event and you would like Happy Day Logan on there, we can put that on there.
okay, awesome. Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. Everybody, that's who we're talking to tonight. She's all about making sure truck drivers have more freight to deliver in Mississippi, y'all. You're going through Mississippi. I'm not sure how that works, and I'm not sure if that's on the question list, but I want to ask that right quick. If they're
Okay.
from Houston, if they're from Texas, if they're from another state altogether, you're located in Mississippi. Can a truck driver call Logan's Legacy Dispatching and say, "Hey, I'm in New York right now. I'm coming through Mississippi. Can I pick up a load? I'm coming home with nothing." Is that how it works?
Okay, no.
No.
So it works kind of like that, but not really. So here's the thing. I can dispatch anyone. So even if they're a truck driver out of Houston, Texas, they can be a truck driver out of New York. It doesn't matter. I can dispatch them. The thing about it with dispatching, the thing about dispatching, okay. The thing about dispatching is that first off, we would sign a carrier agreement. That carrier agreement will be between the dispatcher and the driver, of the expectations and so forth, contracts and all of those things. And then I could book that load for them to move them from wherever they are at that point.
Oh, wherever they are at that point. So they're not coming through Mississippi necessarily.
Correct. Not necessarily.
They can call Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC if they're in New York, they're in California, they're in Florida, they're in North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta, somewhere. They can call Logan's Legacy Dispatching and say, "Hey, I'm in the ATL right now, and I need a load to pick up. Can you help me?" And that's where you come in.
Yes, that's why I would come in and explain what we do as a dispatching company. If they're interested from that point, then we will go forth with the dispatch agreement. After the dispatch agreement is signed and emailed back to us, or however they want to send it back to us, that's when we can move forth with actually booking a load and keeping them on the road, or if they're trying to get home, whatever the case may be.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you so much for that information, Ashley. Our next question of the evening is, are the trainings in person only?
No, our trainings are not just in person. However, we do have a tour list of trainings that are in person, starting with Houston, Texas, that I was telling y'all about earlier, followed by Atlanta, Georgia, Nashville, Tennessee, Birmingham, Alabama, and New Orleans, Louisiana. We also do in-person one-on-one trainings for people that are local in the state of Mississippi. And we also do or offer Zoom courses for those whom are not local or are not a part of that tour list that I just recited to you. All you have to do is get in contact with us. You can inbox me. You can call the numbers that are on the flyer. I'll actually give you our phone number by the end of this interview. And you can schedule a one-on-one Zoom session with us.
The number right here, is this the number you're talking about?
Correct. That number is 1-662-399-3529.
Yeah, it's real. It's real. I'll type it in for you. Contact her at contact Ashley at, what's the number?
1-662
1-662
399
399
3529. Correct.
Got you. Right here, y'all. Here's the number. And I'm screwing that up too. There we go. Tell me if I'm correct, Ashley. The number to call you at is 662-399-3529.
Correct.
Got you. I'm about to put that number on the screen right now. You have any questions, make sure y'all give Ashley a call. You're interested in owning, this information is for if they want to own their own truck dispatching company, correct?
This is the business number to our company, period. So if you're a driver in need of dispatching services, feel free to call that number. Or if you are looking to start your own dispatching company and are requiring or inquiring about our trainings, you can also call that number.
There you have it. She trains you online, y'all. She can train you online. You don't have to live in Mississippi. You don't have to live in Houston, which is where the next upcoming class is going to be in July. Excuse me, not the very next class. But she's coming to Houston. That is the reason she's interviewing today on Real Talk 100 Radio. She's coming to Houston July 16th. And so you Houstonians, you don't have to be in Houston to be trained to own your own business. You can make a lot of money at this, y'all. A lot of money. Anybody looking to make a lot of money? There's a lot of money out there. Y'all already know how many truckers are out there in the streets already, on the highways and the byways all over the nation. You could be sending some of those truckers all over the nation. The number is right here. Make sure you give Ashley a call at, I'm on the wrong screen. Ashley's number to her business is right there. Contact Logan's Legacy, not Ashley. Somebody else is going to answer, right?
Yes, or you might get me. You never know.
That is the contact number for Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. Anybody interested in owning their own business, anybody interested in taking one of her classes begin very, very soon in Houston. She's got a whole list of classes. I'm trying to keep y'all updated. I thought I had every date, but I guess I didn't get that. I didn't download that screen.
Great.
Yeah, I didn't. She's got a tour going on. Before I ask our next question, tell our listening audience what cities and states are coming up for your tour.
Okay, so the tour starts in Houston, Texas. So we have Houston, Texas, followed by Atlanta, Georgia, Nashville, Tennessee, Birmingham, Alabama, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Those upcoming states are on our live feeds all the time. So if you're watching the replay of this interview, she's coming to a town near you very, very soon with a lot of information. She's going to be giving out, and she wants you to take her classes, number one. Number two, she's trying to entice you to own your own truck dispatching business. So you don't have to live in the state that she's in. If she's giving a class, if you're giving a class in Houston, Texas, can they zoom in on the class that day?
Yes, they will be able to zoom in on the class that day. However, we encourage for Zoom sessions, we encourage it to be one-on-one.
Okay. One-on-one Zoom classes so she can pay particular attention to you. And that is very, very, very smart. We're with Ashley J. Carter of Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC from Mississippi. She wants to help you make another stream of income and own your own truck dispatching company. Number one, she wants to help you. She wants to invite you to her upcoming classes. She's coming to a town or a state near you. You can take her class. If you can't take the class, you can take her class virtually online. If you're not in state and you have to Zoom in, she advises you to get one-on-one training and not Zoom into the class because she can't pay particular attention to you when she's in a class. Our next question of the evening for Ashley J. Carter of Logan's Legacy Dispatching is, do you have your own truck to become a freight? Do you have to have your own truck to become a freight dispatcher?
Okay. So that's one of the myths that I wanted to address. No, you do not have to have or own a truck to become a freight dispatcher. That myth has been one of the most asked questions of all time for dispatchers. And I think it kind of scares people away by thinking that you do have to have a truck. So no, you do not have to have a truck. What will happen is when you take someone's course, so if you take Logan's Legacy Dispatching Training, we're actually going to teach you how to recruit drivers. We'll go through necessary steps. We'll give you actual content and resources that you will use. And that's how you're going to get in touch with drivers. We'll actually do something that we call cold calling. We practice that in class. So my class is actually hands-on and interactive. And that's part of the interaction.
Part of the introduction, is that what you said?
The interaction.
Okay. Okay.
So the class is the way I have the curriculum set up is that we have two sections. The first section of the class is more informative details. Meaning we are also beginner friendly. So we
Okay.
go from point A to point Z. So we start with basic terminologies and definitions. We talk about the different trucks and equipment. We go into the paperwork side of things and explain each sheet. We go all the way into load boards. We show you the access of load boards, give you a few load boards, also carrier sites. The interaction hands-on part is once I show you how to navigate through those load boards, we actually do them together. We get practice runs in. We talk about and we learn how to market our companies. We get hands-on with that as well. I think the interaction hands-on part is the student's most favorite part. A lot of people do very well with hands-on experiments in general. So with that being said, we go into the load boards, we practice the broker calls together, and we do all of this in class.
I'll have to attest to that. You can tell me something all day, every day.
I'm the same way.
If I can't put my hands on it, just you may as well just be quiet.
It went in one ear and out the other.
Exactly. So that's great training. Hands-on training is the best training, y'all. We're with Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC, and we are trying to get you another stream of income. We're trying to have more dispatching companies in America. Are they greatly needed, Ashley?
Yes. I say the reason why is because there are so many truck drivers. So many truck drivers. Essentially, people don't think that dispatchers, well, some truck drivers or owner operators, I'm not going to say truck drivers, some owner operators think that dispatchers might not be necessary if they already know how to book a load themselves. However, the difference between the two is that essentially you want the driver to main focus to be is that load, getting that load to where it needs to be on time. That should be that person's goal. While they handle that, let the dispatcher handle paperwork, let the dispatcher handle communication with the broker, let the
Right.
dispatcher who is trying to negotiate, because that's part of our class as well, who's trying to negotiate, get you a better rate for that load as well.
So the dispatcher can negotiate how
Yes,
much they.
yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes,
I
we
thought
can
it was
negotiate, and we're trained. My class actually offers that part too, because as far as negotiation, that's just like any other type of negotiation. You have to have strategies. You have to have tactics. So we go over those and we practice those with the hands-on part. We practice those and we go over those tactics and strategies within our class, so that once those students go on their own or venture out on their own with their own company, they're not only able just to book a load for whatever rate is sitting on their load board, but they have the necessary tools, strategies, and tactics to negotiate for a better paying rate for that load.
okay. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought they put a price on a load of pipe or a load of whatever, and I thought the truck driver just had to take whatever that came. But
I
okay,
mean, sometimes, now give or take, sometimes you don't always get a yes on the negotiation. But yes, that's some of the things that we are taught, and some of the things that we teach actually through our company.
okay, great information. You're definitely teaching me something today. I know nothing about the trucking industry, nothing at all. I never thought about even driving a truck because hell, I can't even drive a car over 3 hours without going to sleep. So I never thought about a truck driving it. From here to New York, I bet you I would have to stop and sleep at least from here to New York, probably 8 times or so. I,
I think that's most people's. That's what most people say when they think about the trucking industry. However, I think in our industry,
that's the
we
problem with most
actually
people.
think about, yeah, I think the what we think about is this is a $800 billion industry. You're talking about one of the world's leading industries. If God forbid, if another pandemic happened, just like the last pandemic, we have to keep moving. We constantly work.
Yeah.
We constantly generate income, no matter what. We have to. The grocery stores wouldn't have groceries if our drivers didn't get them there. The clothing stores wouldn't have anything unless the drivers got there. So that's what you're looking at when you're looking at the industry. And once you're in the industry, you're actually good. The only thing now is to grow and elevate within that industry.
Grow and elevate. Love your wording. Grow and elevate is the name of the game. Tonight on a special edition of the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show on Real Talk 100 Radio, elevating to the next level, y'all. It's time to go to the next level. A lot of us are kind of stagnant, kind of sitting in one spot when you're with your businesses. Logan's Legacy Dispatching is here to help you elevate to the next level, possibly. If you're interested in becoming a dispatcher, a trucking dispatcher, sending truck drivers all over the nation with freight, this is the company, one of the companies to talk to. Yes, she's in Mississippi, but she can help you a great deal with picking up loads. And secondly, she can help you own your own business, whether you own your own truck or not. Correct?
Correct.
So before I get to the next question, so anybody, whether they have knowledge of trucking or not, can be a dispatcher.
Yes. Our training is beginner friendly, as I was stating earlier. It is beginner friendly. So what I meant by that is we go from point A to Z in our training, and my curriculum is set up for that. So where we start with basic terminologies and definitions, because you can't communicate with brokers or drivers for that matter without knowing the language that they are talking. So we actually start with terminology and definitions. We go into the actual trucks and equipment because you have to learn the equipment. So you don't have to know a thing about trucking to take our training and become an independent freight dispatcher. And let me say this, I too was a beginner friendly person. I knew nothing about the trucking industry when I first came into this. The only thing I knew was the truck drivers get money. That's all I knew. So yeah, so now knowing what I know now, I didn't know this was a whole nother world. It's a whole nother world. So yes, you don't have to know anything about the trucking industry. We'll teach you.
Did y'all hear that? You don't have to know anything about the trucking industry to become a dispatcher, to become a truck dispatcher, to have your own company, your own truck dispatching company. You don't have to know a thing about the trucking industry. They teach it all yourself. They teach it all themselves at Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. We are right here with Ashley J. Carter of Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. Yes, they're in Mississippi, but hey, truckers need jobs all over the nation, and that's what
freight everywhere.
They move freight everywhere. First of all, and second of all, they'll be in Houston. They'll be in a town near you very, very soon. I'm absolutely certain of that. They'll be in a town near you soon, teaching this class. Ashley, you'll be there personally, right?
Yes, I will actually be the lead instructor for all of the tour dates that I mentioned earlier. So yes, I will be the one teaching the class in Houston, Texas, July 16th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you would like to take this class, you can reach out to me via phone. The phone number has been posted. It is also located on the flyers as well as by email. The email is also located on the flyers or by our social media content.
There you have it, y'all. I'm looking for that number now to put back on the screen. If you are listening from Real Talk 100 Radio at www.realtalk100radio.com from your phones, your laptops, or your Bluetooth devices, that number is 662-399-3529. That is the direct number to Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC, and you can reach that number 24/7, correct?
Correct. 24/7, correct.
Contact the number with any information you might be needing about owning your own company, number one, or their upcoming classes. Go to their page also. All the information is on their page. I just forgot to download that, upload that the flyer with all the upcoming classes. But it is on her page. Go to Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC on Instagram and Facebook. Is that the only places you can be found on social media?
Yes, Instagram is Logan's Legacy _dispatching. And our Facebook is Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC.
One more time. I need Logan's on Instagram. What is it?
Logan's Legacy _dispatching.
Logan's Legacy _dispatching.
Correct.
This is the IG, folks, right here. If you're watching on our live feed, that is the IG. I'll put it on the screen in just a second for everybody to go and make sure you give Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC a follow on all social media platforms. There is the IG. And what is the Facebook name?
Facebook name is Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC.
Putting it on the screen right quick. Y'all go and give her some likes, some follows, some shares, because she will be coming to a city near you very, very soon to teach classes on how to become a truck dispatcher. You don't need any experience. You don't have to know anything about the trucking industry to own your own truck dispatching business, y'all. That is what this interview is about today. And the second reason she's here today is to let you know that she's coming to a town near you very, very soon to teach you how.
Correct.
Teach you how. Go and follow, share, comment on her page, show her some love at Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. And let me finish writing this as I ask my last question of the night. And I'll probably ask 10 more, but this is a last question. Oh, I have two actually. Okay. The next question is, what advice can you give others who are inspiring to become an independent freight dispatcher?
Okay. I get asked that a lot. So the first piece of advice would be do your research. Do your research on the trucking industry and how it's going right now. Please understand that being a dispatcher, I'm not going to say is easy. It gets easy once you get the hang of things. It's a lot of information to take in. That's the biggest thing of them all. It's a lot of information because things are constantly changing. Trucks are moving every day. So it's a lot of information to take in. Do your research. Most importantly, also, I would have to say, being an independent freight dispatcher, you have to be self-confident. You have to be self-confident. Believe in your company, believe in yourself, because you are the job. This is not you working for someone else. You are the job. How you move today determines how your company comes out today. So if you're slacking today, the company's gonna slack today. If you're on it today, motivated, it's gonna show within your work ethic. So be self-confident.
I'm on the radio. I can't talk. I'm on the radio. I can't talk. All right. Sorry about that. One of the kids is calling in at the wrong time, everybody. We're with Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. I can't say it enough, y'all. It's all about another stream of income, earning another stream of income. Everybody needs it. All entrepreneurs are looking for multiple streams of income. And today, this interview is all about that, y'all. Finding another stream of income that's actually going to make you a lot of money. Because what a lot of our fellow entrepreneurs do is we want to own business, and we get into business and we're going to make this work. And what happens is the difference between, let me tell y'all something. And this is getting off the path, but it's all related, Ashley. Be patient with me.
Gotcha.
What happens is with a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of small business owners is everybody says, get into something you love so you'll never work again, right? So we open our own business and everything is good until we realize the difference between the wealthy and the difference between a struggling company is, and I just realized this about a year and a half ago, the wealthy have something that everybody needs. You don't have to sell it. It sells itself. So being a dispatcher, she doesn't have to sell anything, and you could be in her position. You could own your own truck dispatching company, and you don't have to sell a thing. All you have to say is, I'm a truck dispatcher, and they're going to come out of the woodworks. Truck drivers are going to come out of the woodworks, right, Ashley?
Correct. They need us.
They need truck dispatchers. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. That's what this interview is all about. Think about becoming a truck dispatcher today. Truck drivers need help. They need help keeping gigs, keeping jobs, keeping that money flowing, and you could own your own business. Ashley's coming to Houston, Texas, July 16th, and she's got some other dates that are posted on her page. I'm so sorry I can't post them right now. I'll try to download them here in a minute when she's answering the next question. I'll put it on the screen as a picture. She's coming to a town near you very, very soon to do two things. Number one, teach you how to own your own truck dispatching company. And number two, teach you how to own your own truck dispatching company. And number two, she's going to be having a class near you. That's two things that we're trying to get out there today. I'm sorry, Ashley, did I screw up again?
No. Yeah, okay. You were right on point. So basically what you said, we teach you how to dispatch and how to start your own company. Correct.
How do we contact y'all, Ashley?
Okay. Again, that phone number is that was posted, I believe, 662-399-3529. You can also reach us at Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC on Facebook, as well as our IG, which is Logan's Legacy _dispatching.
Here's the IG page right here, everybody. That's the IG page. Y'all go run her numbers up right quick. Run her numbers up. Give me at least 10 follows right quick, y'all. At least 10 to Logan's Legacy _dispatching on IG and also on Facebook. I'm about to put that up on the screen right now. There it is on Facebook. At least give her 10 likes. I know people hate that. Let me ask you about that. Do you have any trouble getting support from family and friends?
Oh, wow. That's a good question.
Yes, ma'am. I know it.
Okay. So, and they are following. They have been following since we've been out here. Okay, cool. So my friends and family, they really do support. I think sometimes people don't like to see others, or I'm not gonna say don't like to see. I'm gonna say are afraid of others elevating a little bit further than them.
Don't get in trouble now.
I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm not. But I think that has become a part of something that we're dealing with within our community. I'm trying not to get in trouble.
I got you.
I think that has become part of the issue. However, I am grateful for the friends and family that I have that have been backing me and my ideas, because Lord knows I'll be throwing some ideas out there. But I am forever grateful for them and the support system that I do have behind me. When I come to Houston, I was on the phone with one of my friends, and I was telling her about the tour day. It was official, and Houston was the first day, blah, blah, blah. And the first thing out of her mouth was, what's the date? What time are you starting class? Next thing I know, she hit me with, okay, I'm catching a flight out. I'll be there that Saturday morning before your class starts. That's a real friend.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the type of support that you need behind you, no matter if it's a freight dispatching company, a hair company, a shoe company, a clothing boutique, whatever it is that you are deciding to try your entrepreneurship in, it is important to have a support system behind you.
Very, very important. And that's awesome. Your friend's coming from Mississippi and she's flying into Houston with you.
Yes. I actually have a team that's coming. It's actually about, I think, 5 or 6 of us coming.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually formed a little traveling team, I guess is what you can call them. So they'll be going on all the tours with me, and I do appreciate them.
There's my partner in crime chiming in right now. She says it's a great show with lots of great information. Before I left the house, she was like, "We need to look into this. We need to look into this." And I just rolled my eyes at her because we already got 6 businesses going, and I'm
Multiple
like,
streams, multiple streams.
multiple streams, multiple streams, multiple streams is the name of the game, y'all. And I'm actually interested in this one because I made mention earlier in the interview. You know, a lot of times we get involved and we get involved with our businesses and we get entrenched in our businesses and we realize that we have to continually sell this stuff.
Correct.
Continually, every day we have to sell it. And that's where a lot of small businesses fall into a hole because what their product or service might not sell every day.
Correct.
But the name of the game in becoming a success is you have to you have to go into business with something that somebody needs every day. And that's what dispatching does for you. So you really need listening audience on www.realtalk100radio.com, listening audience that are listening to us on all of our live feeds. That's very important for you to listen to, especially if you're an entrepreneur, have an entrepreneurial mind, you're a small business owner, and you need another stream of income that's really going to help you get to that next level and at becoming a business owner. Truck dispatching, nationwide truck dispatching might be for you. It might be for us. We're going to talk to Ashley about sitting in on one of her classes when she comes to Houston because I'm very interested. Lisa's very interested
Okay.
because we need a stream of income. It's called passive income
Right.
is income that you don't it pays you while you're sleeping.
Right.
And that's what
Literally.
dispatching that's what dispatching does for you. It pays you while you're sleeping. All small businesses, all entrepreneurs need passive income. This business might be for you. You can be making thousands of dollars while you sleep at night, while those truck drivers are on the road going to New York, Florida, California, Washington, South Dakota, North Dakota, North Carolina, South Carolina. I can name all 50 of them, but y'all get my point. Contact Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC at the following number if you are interested in becoming interested in owning your own truck dispatching company. Also call the number that I'm about to post if you're interested in taking one of her classes. Her classes are coming to a town near you, y'all, very very soon. She's coming to Houston July 16th. And what is that location?
Homewood Suites Conference Center. I have to pull up the flyer for the actual address.
Okay.
So,
Homewood Suites is the name of the. I'm going to put the flyer up also. Homewood Suites.
so
This,
it's at 1340 North Sam Houston Parkway, East Houston, Texas.
here's the flyer, everybody. This is everything you're going to learn in the class right here on the flyer. Homewood Suites Conference Center. Hey, Google it. Google it, y'all. That address, though, the address is one more time, Ashley.
1340
Yes,
North
ma'am.
Sam Houston Parkway.
North Sam Houston Parkway. Got it. Y'all make sure you're in the house, Houston, Texas. This class is for you. It's coming up now, Sam Houston Parkway. I forgot Parkway. Bam, now 1340 North Sam Houston Parkway. Boom, there it is right there on the screen. She's Logan's Legacy Dispatching Training. That's what this interview is all about, training you to own your own business and earn another source of income, another stream of income. That's what the name of the game is when you're in small business. There is the course price right there. She'll be coming right here to Houston, Texas, July 16th. I will make sure I get the flyer posted on our page soon. Where else she's going to be coming in the upcoming months? She's going to at least 7 states, if I'm not mistaken, right,
I think
Ashley?
that's about five. It should be five
5 states
for now.
upcoming.
For now. Probably gonna add some more.
Okay.
For now, it's 5 states. And those states again are Houston, Texas, um, Atlanta, Georgia, Nashville, Tennessee, Birmingham, Alabama, and New Orleans, Louisiana.
One more time. I have Houston,
Houston, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, Nashville, Tennessee, Birmingham, Alabama, and New Orleans, Louisiana.
Alabama, and New Orleans. The N-O. She's coming your way, New Orleans. She's coming your way. I know you're not going there just to do business though. When you go to New Orleans, you're gonna have to get your party on, right?
That's actually my birthday weekend. Don't tell me.
Oh, you gonna turn up? I know you're gonna turn up. I know it. I know it. That sounds like a lot of fun, business and pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Speaking of pleasure, it's been a pleasure interviewing you today.
Been a pleasure.
We've been with Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. This is the owner of the company, Ashley J. Carter. Let me ask you another question. How is it? We touched on the subject of being a woman in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
Let our listening audience know what that's like. Has it changed since you've been in the game?
It has. I think it changed before I got in the game. Actually, I haven't had any real issues as far as being a female business owner in the dispatching field. So I think, like I was telling you earlier, the ladies have turned the trucking industry up a notch. So I think those ladies kind of paved the way to, for us as dispatchers and female dispatchers to just come right on in. So it's a good field. Like I said, this industry is worth $800 billion. $800 billion industry. And it's one of the world's leading industries. So, if not the leading industry. So it's been great so far. I mean, I don't complain. I think when I made that step into the dispatching field, I think that was the best choice I could have made thus far.
You said you made the best decision you've made so far. Is that what you said?
Yes, that this was the best decision thus far.
Best decision so far. And how long have you been in business?
I've been an actual company. I think it's going on a year now. I've been training since, I want to say, my first training was in February, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And it's gotten to the point where I was doing it once a month, and it got to the point where somebody said, one of my friends said the other day, like, you're training like every day now. Like, yes, I book pretty fast with the one-on-one Zoom sessions as well, the one-on-one in-person sessions as well. So, I think it's a pretty good training. I made my curriculum to where everyone can learn. I try my best to break everything down, as well as give you the interaction, hands-on experience. So that it's not like you're being thrown to the wolves or anything. Like, we're actually going to do this in class, so you'll know this is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. This is what you say. This is how you say it. And I'm there to coach you through that.
Setting you up for success. Ashley's thought of it all, y'all. She's thought of it all. Not just throwing you to the wolves. She's setting you up for success. She's going to give you all the tools you need to succeed in the trucking industry, succeed in owning your own company, owning your own truck dispatching company where you're earning passive income while you sleep.
Correct.
Ashley J. Carter has been with us for the last hour, trying to encourage those that are on our live feed and listening to us on our website to own your own company where you can earn how much money? Say it again. How much money is available to them in this industry? 800 billion. Is that what you said?
Yes, it cut out. I'm sorry. Yes, the company, the industry is worth $800 billion. The trucking industry.
$800 billion. Some of that is for you. Some of that is for Ashley. Some of that is going to be for us in a minute.
Yes, come on.
That's a lot of money for
It's
real.
enough. It's enough. It's literally enough.
It's enough for everybody to cut them a piece of the cake, cut them a piece of the pie, and put some ice cream on top of both.
And a
Um,
chair.
and a cherry on top, y'all. Become a truck dispatcher, a truck driving dispatcher in your own town, and you can send truckers all over the nation with your own company. That's the first topic of the night. The second topic is if you excuse me, the second topic is Ashley J. Carter, the owner of Logan's Legacy Dispatching, is coming to a town near you very, very soon to teach you how to get this done, how to become the
Great.
owner of your own company. And secondly, truck drivers, this is for you. She wants you guys to call her. She wants you to call her when you need a job. You're in North Carolina. You're in New York. You're on the East Coast. You need a job. I need a load. I'm coming through. I'm coming through. Okay, well, I got a load for you. Since you're in New York, since you're in California, since you're in Washington, I got a load for you right around the corner from you. Here's the address. Pick it up while you're in New York and come on back towards home, wherever your home is from. Is that right, Ashley?
Correct.
There we have it, y'all. Trudy is commenting now. I don't know where you've been the whole class. Trudy West. Are the classes fully online and class content credible for all states?
Okay, so the classes, we mentioned that earlier, the classes are not just online. I don't know where you're from, Trudy. However, we do have a tour list that I think was posted. We're going to start in Houston, Texas, followed by Atlanta, Georgia, Nashville, Tennessee, Birmingham, Alabama, and New Orleans, Louisiana. Um, However, you do if you're not a part of any of those cities or nearby any of those cities, yes, you can revert to our online source. I do encourage you to schedule a one-on-one Zoom session with me personally. And I do treat the Zoom sessions just as a regular class setting, meaning I'm still interactive and hands-on within that session as well. Class content credible for all states. Yes. So there's another myth that says, do you have to be certified to be or you have to be certified to be a dispatcher? That is a myth. You do not have to be technically certified to be a dispatcher. There's another thing that's the difference between brokers and dispatchers, whereas brokers, they have to have an authority, insurance, and all of those things, just like an owner operator, whereas a freight dispatcher does not. So the class is credible as far as the information. Yes. Once you come out of the class, you'll be ready to book loads. I have students that have started booking loads 2 days, as early as 2 days after the class.
Wow.
I've had students that started booking loads 4 weeks after. It all depends on you and your pace and your setup.
Wow. That is amazing. Amazing. 2 days after training, they're already making money.
Yes. She was the lady that actually did that. Her and her husband were team drivers. So they pretty much had already started on the LLC and EIN part before they got into the class. So she was ready to roll. She just needed the information, basically.
There you have it. Very smart. Very smart
That
lady.
was very smart. Very smart.
That's what I call locked and loaded and ready to go.
Right.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm not sure. Okay, there's Trudy again. Trudy is in Washington State. Thank you for the information, she says. Thank you, Trudy.
Trudy, please feel free to use that number to contact me, and I can give you further details or any of those social media content.
Trudy, the number I'm about to post to you right here. You can also, I lost it. You can follow this company right here on IG. Follow it right here on IG, Logan's Legacy _dispatching. Y'all, come on, y'all, run our numbers up, run our numbers up. At least 10, at least 10, at least 10 follows on IG. Logan's Legacy _dispatching on IG. Also, you can find her on Facebook at Logan's Legacy Dispatching right here on Facebook, y'all. I'm looking for that number. The number is, go ahead and say it again right quick, Ashley.
1662 399 3529. Again, that's 1662 399 3529.
Well, look at her. I done lost the number. Well. She just said it for you twice. Hopefully y'all got it. I'm looking all in the comments and I can't find it. I'll go ahead and post it again. Recite that one more time and I'll leave you alone for the rest of the night. I promise, Ashley.
That's 1662
1662
399
399
3529.
3529 3529.
Correct.
Got you. That just to confirm, I have 1662 399 3529. Correct?
Correct.
That is how you contact Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC, everybody. We've come down to the end of this interview. It was a fantastic interview, fantastic virtual interview. It was filled with information that I needed to boost my confidence, and it should boost your confidence as well if you're listening to the replay, because I don't know anything about the truck driving industry at all. I've always strayed away from it. I've always been an entrepreneurial mind, always had a small business mind, but I stayed away from truck driving because I can't even stay on the road in my own car for over 3 hours without falling asleep. So I said, okay, I don't need to know nothing about truck driving. I'll never do it. So in this industry, in this business, if you decide to open your own truck dispatching company, learn from Logan's Legacy Dispatching. She'll be coming to a town near you soon. You don't have to drive a truck. You don't have to own a truck. You don't have to know anything about the truck driving industry. She's going to teach it all. She's going to teach it all to you at one of her classes that's coming to a town near you. Y'all go run her numbers up again on Facebook and Instagram. We'll come down to the end of this interview tonight. And this is the time that I always ask my guests, because in this case, you're not in our studio. I usually say, is there anything we may have forgotten tonight that you want to give to our listening audience at the end of this interview?
Nothing other than make sure you guys follow us for future content and contact us if you are interested.
Contact Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC. This is the owner, Ashley J. Carter, the owner of the business. Hey, y'all. Hey, ladies. All you got to do is go to Instagram. The ladies are taking over the industry. If you're a woman, this industry is for you too. The lady truck drivers are taking over. I mean, they're wearing Daisy Dukes. Some of y'all like to twerk. You're wearing Daisy Dukes. They're wearing bikinis. They're wearing their pajamas. They're wearing their house shoes, their Minnie Mouse house shoes. They're doing all kinds of stuff, sexy stuff in the trucking industry. It is very interesting. So I haven't spoken directly to the ladies. Ma'am?
I said very.
Yes, ma'am. I haven't spoken directly to the ladies tonight. I wanted to make sure that make sure you guys know that we're not just speaking to your typical truck driver, a big beer drinking dude with a big beard like me. No, we're talking to feminine ladies too. Feminine ladies. This industry is for you too. You can own your own truck dispatching company. You might be sitting there saying, "Oh man, I'm sick of this job. I'm sick of this job. I'm sick of this job." Well, hey, here's a business for you that might pay. It might pay not only your rent, but it might end generational curses that you're about to hand down to your children. Think about it. This is This is Ashley J. Carter of Logan's Legacy Dispatching. Y'all give her a call at this number right here. I'm about to post it again. Y'all contact her at this number right here. If you're interested in owning your own business, if you're interested in another stream of income, this is the business for you. I think it is. It's a business for a lot of us because there's $800 billion going coast to coast every day in this nation. And some of that money can be yours. Some of it can be mine.
Correct.
So contact her if you're interested in owning your own truck dispatching business. Also, contact her at this number on the screen if you're interested in taking her upcoming classes. She's coming to Houston July 16th, but she's having classes all over the nation within the next upcoming months. She's coming to a town near you. Logan's Legacy Dispatching LLC is coming to a town near you. We're at the end of the interview. Good night, everybody. Ashley, it's
Good
so
night.
nice meeting you. It's so nice having you on the interview.
You too. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. This has been a special edition of the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Y'all, please like, share, and comment if you're watching the replay. For those of you who are listening on our website, we thank you so much. We look at those numbers all the time, and we're just like, wow, they're there. We don't see them until we look at the report. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in, because sometimes having a website is kind of discouraging because you don't actually know what's going on until you look at the numbers. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all into my microphone for tuning in on Real Talk 100 Radio. Our website is www.realtalk100radio.com. You can tune in 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from your phone, from your laptop, from your Bluetooth devices in your car. Tune in to us. Tap into us. We support small businesses such as Logan's Legacy Dispatching all day, every day. We also promote music of all genres. So if you have friends out there that need their music promoted, email us. Email us. I'll put that email in the comments in a second. We love music, all genres. It can be Zydeco, rap, country, R&B, gospel on Sundays. We promote music, and we love supporting small businesses like Logan's Legacy Dispatching. For the last time, I like saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Ashley. Thank you so much. We'll see y'all soon on Real Talk 100 Radio. Good night.